Welcome everyone. I know it has been a minute, but I'm back. You know, life can be crazy, but I'm back with a one-page wonder for you guys. I'm going to be using a 12 by 12. It is double-sided, but I don't think it would be a big deal if it was single-sided. You just might have a little bit of white in here, but the most important would be covered with the prints. So this is easy. You can see I just have this little front pocket here, and this what makes this little Flipbook, Folio, whatever, passport book, whatever you want to call it, is these fun doors. And I've got this little pocket on the top, and I've got this other extra pocket right here. So I can't wait to show you how to make this. I wonder if you guys can figure out what I did here just by this. That's the fun part for me, is when I see it one page wonder, is like trying to figure out what they did to get there. All right, so of course, we're going to start with our 12 by 12 paper right here. And mine is double-sided, but I don't really think it's a big deal if it's not. It might just have, like, where my little folds are, this would be white, and like this would be white. So let me grab my scoreboard. These are very, very easy scores. And I tried to use a paper that's very forgiving with prints, because you don't really want it to be upside down and all that, you know what I mean? So where is my... by the way, I moved my room here because it's been hectic, you guys. My life has been crazy. All right, so we're gonna start with a 4 and 8 inches. 4 and 8. And then we're gonna turn it, and we're going to score it at 6 inches, which is right in the middle. So right here. So these scores are pretty easy peasy. So you should have 6 boxes. All right, grab my little thing here. Okay, so basically, let me see here. I want the pink to be on the outside. So mine is gonna fold like this. And I'll show you how this is gonna go. So we're gonna fold it like that. So the top is open right there. And what we're gonna do is we're going to fold this down. Now, let's say maybe you're using single-sided paper or something. You could always like tuck this in if you don't like what's there. But for me, just to make the design more interesting, I want this to be on the outside. So I'm gonna fold both my corners, and make sure you don't do it right on that little fold there. Just kind of do it a little bit prior to it so you can like see where my lines are. And you could even make it fancy. You could do one of these things, you know, sometimes people do that, but I'm going to just make mine kind of flat. And I didn't even put that much glue. I honestly just glued just a little bit here and a little bit right here. And if my glue is off colored, it's because I had one of those pins in there that I shouldn't have had in, and it's been sitting in my craft room. Okay, so now we need to get that middle portion. So this middle portion, so you don't, like, so it's easy to cut. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this back. Now I promise this is easy. This is the easiest way I found it. Take it and put this back, like open it back up. Okay, just so you know, I opened my paper back up, so this is on the top. And I'm going to score it right here at the 6-inch mark, and that will be perfectly centered for your little doors. So you just put up to this line. And that's going to be our little doors. And then we're really just going to cut into this. So let me cut mine. I'm just going right up to that line right there. And this part is really easy. It's not intimidating. So the part here for me is one door is always a little bit easier than the other. So I just cut this, I go into it this way, right up to that next line, and then you just stop right there. And then this one, don't try to do it here because I feel like the door will be in your way. Sometimes I just turn it over and cut it. I find it's easier because this isn't in the way. And you'll see what I mean when you're cutting this. But you can keep it on that side. But for me, it's just easier to do it this way. So then when you open it, hopefully it's not wonky like mine, you'll have these little doors right here. See how easy that is? And then just fold it back to put it back the way that we want it. Now you see mine is very unclean, probably because I can't see well when I'm filming. So it's very okay to just trim it and clean it up if you have to. I have to really cut this kind of line up to my face, and you guys won't be able to see it when I do it. And I've got this little piece sticking out here. Okay, so that looks a lot better. All right, now the next part here is we want to kind of seal our pockets up, right? So we're just going to add a little glue here and a little bit right here. So for me, I'm just going to put it on this end right here. You could even use tape. I used a lot of tape last time because I'm honestly running low on my glue. I have another jar somewhere, but I just have to find it. So yeah, school, I mean, not only has my life been crazy, but school started again, getting up in the morning, all of that kind of stuff. So I got this one glued down. But aren't these doors fun? And the reason, so for me, the reason why I don't fold it this way is because it's very, it doesn't seal right. So that's why I had to switch mine. So you can play with it. I'm just going to do the same glue spots, you guys. It doesn't really fold right when you fold them both in because I don't know, maybe it's too bulky, but maybe you guys can figure out a way to do it, and I'll show you how I folded it. Okay, so for this one, I did fold this way, right? That's going to go that way, but this one is actually going to go into the front. So this I'm folding this way and putting it up. And I just did that so crooked. You guys know how I am when I take a week off. So it'll be like this, like a little accordion. But when we fold this back, I mean, you don't even have to, like if you want it to be an accordion, album, you can, but I'm making a pocket right here. So we're going to basically seal this, and this is going to be the pocket. So I'm going to open this back up so you can see where I'm doing my little thumb notch, so you have a better understanding of how this works. And I'm going to make that little notch so you can see when I fold it what happens. It does that. So I'm going to go ahead and just seal this. Sometimes I just spin my wheels trying to think of something new for you guys when it comes to the one-page wonders. But this one was kind of cool. I had done this a while back and I just never uploaded it. And now that my crafting has been a little, I haven't been feeling as creative the past 2 weeks after the Christmas, now I have this. So you should open it, have this, and your little album's already done. And then you've got your little pockets here, your pocket up here, and then you have your little pocket in front. And now I feel like I made my doors too high. So you know what I'm gonna do? I'm just gonna trim that. It was actually the way I folded everything. So if this happens to you, this is just a little way to not, basically don't rush and fold like I did. Okay, so next, let's kind of just get this thing going. I love this one. So this one is just so muted and pretty, but we're going to fix this up and make it look just as pretty because this is contrasting too much with this, so I wanted to break it up. And that's what happened with this. I saw the pockets and I was like, I got to add a glitter strip. All right, so I'm just taking, for any newbies that are new to my channel, my favorite thing in the world to do, and you'll see on all my albums, is just take double-sided tape and add glitter to it. Because it will just change up your whole album when you do it this way. And then I'm just gonna grab this. And I love this color. It's like a bronze color. And you know what, did I forget to seal that? I did, but you can seal this part too if you want to. What was I going to say? Oh yeah, to spare, so you don't get any glitter inside of your pocket here, from experience, you could always kind of put something there and just try to like shake it off. I don't know if this is gonna happen, but and you'll have that. And that already just instantly breaks it up from that color. And I finally got to use this collection, which I'm very happy about. So now I'm just going to try and find some pieces. I kind of pulled a few out to see what will look good here. I'm not sure yet, but I'm going to grab my foam tape and feel this out. We'll just kind of figure this out together. I saw lots of pretty things to use. I'm feeling like it's going to be this one again, like from the first one. Because once you add the dies, it just starts waking everything up. And I like the leaf I added on that first one. So I might do that if I can find one. Here's one. That's green. I used a gold one. Let's see if we can find a gold one. This collection is gorgeous, by the way. Am I going to find another gold one? I'm not sure. I might have to use the leaf. Oh, here's a black leaf. I just want something that's not going to be green to contrast a little bit. So for this one, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take it, you see that piece right there, and I'm just going to tuck it. So I'm not gluing it because I don't want the glue to show on the vellum. So that's just the way that I did that. Now I'm trying to find something here. So here I just put a little label if you want to do that. So you can write the year or the date of whatever it is that you may be storing. Maybe it's like memory keeping, or I'm feeling the green, just to bring the green down at the bottom. And I'm just going to break up some of that green and add, and that glitter that's now everywhere, and add just something in there. And I love this little tag here with the ridges. This is a great idea to do for just if you're doing some embellishments and things, to use maybe your little, what do you call them? Is it the fabric scissors? These things? You can make your own with these. I'm just going to stick that in there. And then inside you have your little doors here, which I love this flower that I used for this door. So I didn't have a flower like that. So I'm thinking either like a butterfly, or I pulled a couple things out just to see. Let's see here. The flower. This is actually pretty too. I do like the butterfly. Let's just do the butterfly. I was feeling the butterfly, so, and I just put it on one end, just on the wing here, so that when you open the door, it's not, you know, interfering with that. And then in here, you can just add like a photo or whatever it is that you want in there. I would think ideally if it's some sort of memory keeping, it would be something like that. I'm just going to put this here because you guys know I'm not a photo gal. I'm terrible at it. I'm terrible at printing them. I'm terrible at taking them. And then we have our little top pocket right here. gonna add some thing just to break this up here. You could even do more of the glitter strips over here as well. Just adding stuff in here. And to break it up, instead of kind of doing what I did here, which you can, I just clipped on a tag just to see how it looks. Some of these are not made like tags, so I guess I have to make it a tag. So I'm gonna just cut this myself. My little trick is just to copy the other corner so they're even. I know they have the tag cutters, and sometimes I find that when I use them, they still don't cut right. So I'm trying to find a different one. Let me just punch a little hole in this. I'm just gonna add a clip on here. I'm just going to decorate my tag because it's looking a little blah. I wouldn't even mind like maybe even a little strip on the bottom right here, a glitter strip. And this is driving me crazy. I'm just going to fix this real quick. This side piece right here, I left a little bit of a, when I cut it, I must have not trimmed it well. I'm going to bring this back here because I want to just dress up my tag a little bit. I feel like this will just wake it up. So let's try this. Another piece of double-sided tape. And I'm just going to use some of this leftover. It's a good way to use up the leftover glitter too before dumping it. So I'm going to put that over here. And then you just add a little bit of glitter. You could even add the glitter strip to the doors too. So yeah, this is an easy, I don't know what to call, I never know what to call them. It's kind of a passport thingy, but it's a little bit of a folio, but it's a flip book too. You know what I mean? And I do want to glue this. So make sure that right here, you could either add a piece of tape or just glue this part because your stuff will slide out. Especially if you're putting it in the mail. So this is my little book, One Page Wonder. It's been a minute. I'm so sorry. I hope to upload some more videos, you guys. But thanks so much for waiting on me and joining me today, and hope you guys love this. Thanks so much, you guys.